Hey, I'm Nathan Mitchell Walden, your host. What's up? I'm Jason Walden, the co host. And I'm Keith Miller, the other co host. Welcome to the show. Ready to dive into some fun?
Vamos arriba, con 10, get set, bring him down. See the go, guy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Reviewing Wrestling with Nathan Walden, Jason Walden, and Keith Miller. Today, we are going to be talking about Vengeance 2001, the pay per view we have reviewed. And we will start out by talking about the very first match lineup, which was Scotty 2 Hotty, Brain Fart,
Albert,
The hip hop hippo.
yeah, I should have remembered that. Albert, Test, and Christian. We'll start with Jason. What did you think of that match?
okay. So, not a big fan of Scotty Too Hottie, but I love the rest. And I thought it was a decent match. It's just one of those matches to me that they were just getting the crowd pumped. Could have been a lot better, in my opinion. Um, I think Albert's name was better when it was A Train. I liked A Train better.
Yeah.
But I mean, it entertains the crowd, and that's what they got out of it. Once again, not a Scotty Too Hottie fan. I mean, the worm was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Even when Otis did it.
Otis. What about when Maxine did it?
Well, it's a little hotter than most
Yeah.
and the others.
Well, I don't know. I've always liked Scotty 2 Hotty, especially when he was teamed up with Jerry Lawler's son. I thought that was horrible for him to be settled with that kid.
I mean, he did that run with Rikishi. He had Rikishi's
Yeah.
big ass dancing around. That guy had no business dancing.
I mean, inside the ring, he was pretty good. He was a lot better than I think people gave him credit for. It's because he was saddled with that stupid gimmick.
Yeah.
They were kind of gay, kind of not. And then they just became rappers, kind of,
Did they? Oh,
But when they
I
were
can
too
see
much,
that.
remember they were too much before they were too cool. Remember when they were too
Yeah.
much, they were supposed to be gay. They were always like hugging each other around the waist and stuff, and they go like That
Yeah,
was more of a Shotgun Saturday Night gimmick than a
that was. I guess
SmackDown.
we're gonna put the king's son in there and make him look like a retard.
Yeah, a little bit.
King's son was not that great. He's kind of up there with David Flair.
I wouldn't go that far, but
When you watch their matches,
oh man,
No, he was not good at all.
no. But yeah.
What do you think about the match, Keith?
So honestly, I like all four of them. I'm a pretty big fan of Christian, especially. Uh, and while I was watching it, I kind of remembered that Tess and Albert used to be TNA. They were Trish Stratus's first assignment in the WWF. I thought the match was okay. It wasn't anything special, especially
No.
considering how much potential it had with the four people that were in it. It was, I think they were saving everything up for the main events. So the undercard is kind of lackluster on this show, to be honest. As far as what they even did, like the matches look good on paper, but then what they actually went ahead and did in the ring,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
They were told not to pull out all the good moves because
absolutely.
we need the main event to look awesome.
Yep.
And if you
Like I
have
was saying,
better than
hype
the
it
main
up,
event-
hype people up, get them ready.
Yeah, but don't outshine. That's
That's a no-no.
Yeah,
unless
definitely.
you're Rey Mysterio and Dean Malenko, and then you can freaking outshine the whole card.
Right.
at the opener.
Yeah.
I like when they have good openers. I like it when all the matches are good.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what, to me, that's what makes a good pay-per-view.
I
Oh
remember
yeah.
when I was booking shows, these two kids were about to well, one of them, he was young, but he'd been wrestling for a really long time. Dax, I can't remember Dax's last name. Dax Knight, I think, and Jay Silva. And Jay was green as grass. Like it was probably his fourth or fifth match. And I told Dax, I said, go out there and have a WrestleMania main event with this kid in the opening match. And they went
Yeah.
out and killed it. Like they pulled out everything. Like they did a match that it would be super hard to follow. But I wanted that because I wanted everybody to keep escalating. And when they got
Uh-huh.
back, a couple of the vets like tore him a new asshole. And I was like, no, dude, I told them to do that. I was
Yeah.
like, I want this
Yeah.
whole show to be main events. So get out there and top what they just did.
It's like
You know?
ECW when they first started.
Yeah.
Like it was so fresh then that, every match was hardcore, right?
Yeah, pretty
So,
much. Yeah. And if it wasn't, it was like
everything was
really
at that
technical.
standard.
It was either a hardcore match or it was a super technical match. It was
Technical,
ridiculous
yeah.
the way they did it.
What
Yeah.
would you give it in stars up to 5, Jason?
Oof.
3.5.
3.5 stars.
Yeah, I'd have to.
What about you, Keith?
I mean, I'll give it a 3. It's
3,
average, just a regular match.
Yeah, nothing special.
Yeah.
3.25.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good match for an opener, but like I said, they could have done better, especially if they had some high power spots between Test and Albert,
Right.
because the whole history right there something could have been built up like that.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
and then we'll move on now to Edge and William Regal. Keith,
Edge
what
with
are your opinions
Rob
on
Zombie
that?
for the theme music. I
Yeah,
had forgotten he used Never Gonna Stop, dude.
I did too,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah. Never gonna stop, man. Yeah. Here he comes.
Was that was after CM Punk wanted to get the rights, and Vince wasn't doing that at that time, was he?
That was way
Nah,
before
Punk. Yeah,
CM.
it was way before Punk had to come around and all.
This is like at the end of Edge and Christian, and the
Yeah,
beginning
Punk
of
still
Yeah.
had a
Punk.
lot of time before he got to
So,
WWE.
so he was okay with buying the music rights for Edge, but didn't really want to with.
Right,
CM
but didn't
Punk.
Punk when he first came in, didn't he come out to like
Kill Switch
Kill Switch
Engage.
Engage? Right, yeah, yeah. The
Yep.
Fire Burns or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean he was still using,
hmm That's when he was more punk and hardcore.
Right.
Like he was in the metal.
When he started
Yeah.
doing like the cult leader thing,
Yeah, the
was when he started
whole
coming out to Cult of Personality.
what
Straight
do
Edge
they call
Society.
that? The X generate
Even
now.
Yeah,
people's
Straight Edge
head,
Society, yeah.
Yeah.
shaving people's
Straight Edge.
head.
Yep.
Yeah. Serena
yeah,
Deeb's a beast for that, dude.
Yep.
What's your opinion on that match?
Oh, I mean, it had a ton of potential. Edge and William Regal are two of the best wrestlers of all time. And
Oh
I
yeah.
thought they did okay. Again, it
Yep.
didn't live up to the freaking expectation for whatever reason.
Of the wrestlers, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it was
William
a decent little
Regal,
match.
yes. To me, William Regal is one of them hands down, wrestlers. Like
Yeah,
he's like a man's man back then. He'd do anything. He could make fun of himself. He could talk on the mic, and he was tough as shit in that ring.
yeah.
And just to me, all out talented.
Yeah, and this was when Regal was really leaning into the comedy stuff too. This was when he was
Yeah.
like Vince
Yep.
McMahon's stooge. So I think that kind of
I-
explains a little bit why they weren't getting too technical with it. But I mean, I think that they could have done a little more of that.
I
You know,
forgot
and again,
about
it
the
was
wrestling.
my ass
likely
club.
because they were trying to keep the main event awesome.
It worked.
Awesome.
Well,
Absolutely.
Probably told
technically,
not-
they had like 3 main events.
Right.
Yeah.
And they were trying to
Yeah.
preserve those 3 main events, I guess.
Yep. And I forgot about the Kiss My Ass Club.
I did not.
I did.
Never forget about the kiss
The
my ass.
freaking
Oh my God.
chapstick, dude. Oh my lord.
So I find
So
it crap
gross.
that JR didn't have to kiss his ass the whole time. I
I
was
thought
on
he
my
did
seat like,
eventually.
come on, make him do it.
I
Make him
thought he
do
did
it.
eventually though.
Yeah,
Did he? Oh,
yeah.
okay. Oh, yeah,
I
he
think they
did.
like shoved his
The
face in it when he
Undertaker.
finally
Duh,
did.
that's right.
Do
Yeah.
you? So what would you give it in stars, Keith?
I mean, honestly, another 3 probably. It's just another average match. As much as I wanted it to be better, it's right there in the middle. It good, but not blowing my mind.
Yeah, yeah.
Agreed.
And
And that's what I would probably give. Well, I'd probably give it a 3.5, only
yeah,
because nostalgia.
yeah,
3.5, 3.
yeah.
You pick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there was really
Even though I
nothing.
love Regal's ass.
And I love Regal and Edge. I think they're both super good. So
Oh,
just
they are. They are.
disappointed,
They're
Everybody
legends
on the
within their
card
own
was
right, in
good.
their own rights, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think they had a bad wrestler on the card.
No, they really didn't. Yeah, it was a decent little show. I mean,
Yeah,
Jeff Hardy's not a great wrestler, but he's a good character, and he had
yeah,
Matt there with him. So
I was
yes.
always a Matt
Now
Hardy.
that you want to say something about Jeff and Matt, that was the next match.
yeah, man.
Nice segue.
Hey, that's what I'm here for.
Right?
We got
Um,
brother versus brother.
I was always a Matt fan, anyways.
Me
More
too.
technical, tougher.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, equally tough, I guess, with both of them.
I was a
You know,
Jeff Hardy guy. Always
he did,
liked Jeff.
yeah, he did the same thing Jeff did. He jumped high, and he was a high flyer. You know, just to me, tougher and better technical wrestler.
I thought Matt's matches made a lot more sense than Jeff's.
Yeah,
So and
the Edge and the Edge and the Matthew match in that what was it, a cage match?
yeah.
Well, what
Yeah, I
about
thought
this
that
match
was
in particular?
the best matches.
Sure.
You know,
Well, what
between
about this
the
match in
character,
particular? Did you like or did you did not like?
huh?
What about this match did you like or you did not like?
Um, I don't know. I think they could have had a better match. I mean, the whole love triangle thing. I remember when all that. Didn't they do a line where he tried to run Jeff over or something, like in a car accident?
I don't know.
I don't think
The
so.
best part about them are their storytelling, you know, with their promos and everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, to me, I'd give it like a 3.5 to a 4.
And what'd you think
You
about the
know,
match? I mean, for this being this is the first of the series of matches they've had.
yeah,
Yeah. So honestly, I know that this match is looked on badly, especially at the time. People really shit on it because they
Yeah.
thought that they were going to be crazy. They thought they were going to pull out a bunch of weapons and they were going to jump
Uh-huh.
off
yeah,
things, and they really just had a good, solid, hard pro
classic
wrestling
match.
match.
Yep,
Yep.
yep.
And I
Well,
thought that was way,
them were mostly the best ones.
yeah, and I thought that it made way more sense. Like that they
Mhm.
would get in there and just try to beat the hell out of each other, try to out wrestle each other. I honestly really liked this match, and I also saw a podcast or a panel interview or something like that. Might have been a podcast interview a while ago where Jeff was trying to make the baseball hat happen. So what he was trying to do for a while, I guess, was try to get a baseball cap to stay on his head for an entire match.
Oh
And so when
shit.
he came out with it
Wow.
on and started wrestling with it, I thought that was funny. And I think he
Oh
said that
yeah.
it finally happened in a match with The Undertaker. He wrestled the whole match and the cap never came off.
No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which match was
I
that?
thought it was stupid
I
when I
don't
seen
know.
that. I was like, what the heck is that?
Yeah, dude. I guess it was just like a little inside joke of something that he was trying to do to entertain himself.
I
So
guess
he
I
Oh,
could
was
say
trying to
I could
wrestle.
say this. I think they both have some memorable matches.
Yeah.
You know, because that one with Jeff and the Undertaker, where Jeff Hardy is just
Oh, the ladder gimmick.
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
where he just
And
keeps
so,
running his mouth. Keeps getting his ass whooped. I
Yeah.
mean,
so Jason gives it a 3.5. What do you give it?
I mean, I'm going to give this one a 4. I liked it. It was the first match on the card that I felt invested in, and I felt like, I don't know, I thought they told a really good story in the match, which up till this point, I didn't feel like the matches told stories very well. So I was into
Right.
this match.
Yeah, I liked it a lot too. I thought it was a really good match.
Yeah.
I'd probably give it a 4.5. It's only because the other ones were so not
Yeah.
quality.
Quality, yeah.
Yeah.
I will say this: the Attitude Era is my favorite era.
Yeah. My favorite
Yeah.
era is old school, like classic 80s.
You know, I think it's because like that's when more chairs and stuff. You had the headshots.
Oh, yeah, they definitely had a lot of headshots.
Yeah, no, and they did a lot of hardcore stuff that the older gentlemen didn't do because it wasn't their time yet. They were
Yeah.
still perfecting it, and then you got that whole thing. Wrestling is fake, so I think a lot of wrestlers like, okay, let me show you this.
Right. My little brother, when ECW first started, calls me on the phone one night and he's like, and I mean, by say little brother, but I was in my 20s and he was late teens. Calls me up and says, dude, there is this new wrestling called ECW and it's real. Like he was 100% convinced that
Oh yeah,
ECW was real fights. And I
Hey, just
watched
because-
it and I was like, there's no way. I was like, they'd be legitimately murdering each other if they weren't
yeah,
cooperating somewhat, but
yeah.
a lot of crazy stuff happened.
Yeah.
I mean, Sabu breaking his jaw and his
Oh, yeah.
ankle.
And speaking of ECW,
Didn't
Yeah.
Jerry Lynn get
the
some?
Dudley Boys from ECW, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And guess what match is next?
The
Oh,
Dudley
yeah,
Boys
Big
from
Show.
Sunday, buddy.
The Dudley Boys versus Kane and Big Show.
Yeah,
What do you think about that match, Keith?
I didn't
I
think
get
about it. I don't know, dude. I
Honestly,
don't
the
even
key,
remember
buddy-
it. To be honest, I'm not much of a fan of any of them. So I don't know. I remember freaking the King, losing his mind over Stacy Keebler.
Yeah.
But the match
Some of the
itself, I barely
commentary-
remember it.
Okay, let's go to the star of that match, Stacy Keebler. Oh,
What did you? I was sitting there listening to the King, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!" If they made some comments like that,
Yeah, you
now-
couldn't say
yeah,
that stuff.
yeah.
you
You
couldn't
know what
say
I
that.
miss? You know what I miss? Perverted cameramen. Remember how they would zoom
Oh,
in?
it's definitely still perverted cameramen, dude.
Yeah, but if they catch it in WWE, that dude gets in trouble. Back
Yeah.
in the day, when Vince was running that, they get right up in there. It's like,
Well, you remember
yeah.
release the doves or the pigeons? Remember release the pigeons, Velvet Sky in TNA
Oh yeah.
when she would bend over the ropes and shake her ass, and then
Oh yep.
Taz would say, "Release the pigeons." What would that even mean?
Yeah. And dude, I'll tell you what, man, Jerry Lawler has always been that guy that has
Yeah.
always been over the top when it's come to like
Yeah.
enjoying women's presence.
Puppies.
Fair.
All my life, I was like, "Mom, I want puppies."
Puppies.
It all started with Deborah McMichael because she had those two dogs and she was holding them over her boobs.
Boobs,
He's
yep.
like, "Puppies,
He's
I
like,
love
I love those
puppies."
puppies.
Yeah, that's where it all started, man.
I miss that era. I
Yeah.
miss the lingerie matches and
So Keith
Oh,
doesn't
dude.
like that match.
Yeah,
the
dude, I would rather see, Fallon Henley and Red and Sinclair getting at it, though.
Yeah, but Keith doesn't like that match. So Jason, how'd you like that match?
well, I loved all four. I'm always a huge Dudley fan since ECW. I mean, it wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't the worst.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it once again, like we've said, just I think a lot of the lineup at the beginning, before the last 3 to 4 matches, is like just a warm up to keep the crowd entertained, and then we're gonna throw everything in on you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I give it 4.
Wow.
Four.
I was still entertained because I loved all 4 of them. Could have been better.
Well, yeah, I'll give it a 1.
Yeah, I was gonna give it like a 1.5. So there we go.
Yeah, it was not that
Just
good of a
wasn't for
match.
me, dude. Yeah.
It
I
wasn't the
mean,
greatest match.
Dudleys are good
I
at
guess
what
I'll
they
have to go down
do.
to a 2 because I'm just thinking more because I like them all. I should give them that high, but the match quality wasn't the greatest.
Yeah.
It was entertaining.
Especially following Jeff and Matt because Jeff and Matt was so technical and so, you know, it just wasn't a good match to follow that match, I don't think either.
Well,
So
yeah, they had to bring it back down. They was like, "Holy crap, that match was too good." You go out there and put on a horrible match.
yeah, go out there and stumble around a little bit and show some legs and ass and
And poor Kane could have done so much better. Like
yeah.
Kane is a superstar compared to all of them people when it's in that
Yeah.
ring.
I've
Well,
always
I don't
liked
know. Big Show's pretty
Devon-ish,
huge.
but yeah, I don't know.
I mean, Big Show was athletic, at that point in time. He
I mean,
was.
Yeah.
for a guy his size, like a bunch of other wrestlers, like big, like Andre, he could go over the ropes if he wanted to, or
Right,
Yokozuna.
right.
Yeah.
Andre Rasmussen.
So I mean, that's what made me like Big Show. From WCW, he's just a powerhouse.
Yeah.
And then he got into WWE where he had to have talent.
Yeah, they let him
You
be a little
can't
more
just
athletic.
you
Yeah.
can't just be a big guy and get away with it anymore. That era is going away.
I used to change Big Show's move set
To
on
Rey
the
Mysterio's.
and give him the 5-star frog splash.
That's awesome.
Oh right. They
That's
should
awesome.
have did the weapon of mass destruction since the beginning. I don't understand why. I was that guy that was like, you know what? If they just make his move, punching a dude, they're just gonna
Yeah.
lay him out. And then
You remember?
finally, years later, they come up
Undertaker-
with weapon of mass destruction.
You remember when Undertaker was Mean Mark Callis
Of course.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and
did the heart
did
punch.
the heart punch?
Hard punch. Yep.
Right
Yeah.
here.
Now, if they would have had a Big Show do something like that,
Right.
Yeah,
I
that
always
would
thought
be.
the hard punch was such a cool move because you could do it so quickly.
it
You could
was.
either like set it up slow and or you could do it super quick, dude. Bam, just out of nowhere. And it's the gimmick is it
Imagine
stops your heart for a second.
Obama
You know?
doing that.
So,
Well, you're hitting right there. Yeah.
His name.
Now I don't know. Now I remember as a child, we heard them rumors, that he killed somebody or hurt somebody
Ox
really
Baker?
bad, so he quit doing it.
yeah. With you guys
I
being
don't know if
Michigan
that-
guys, like that's where he's from, right?
Undertaker?
Not from Michigan.
Oh,
Ox
I'm not
Baker?
sure.
Oh, okay.
Who?
I'm not
Undertaker?
gonna lie, I should know that, but I don't.
Undertaker's not from Michigan.
No, I'm
He's
talking
from
about Ox
Texas?
Baker. Ox Baker, the guy who originated the hard punch.
Oh,
Oh,
I don't.
okay.
No
Yeah.
clue.
Oh, I don't know who came up with
But
it.
you know who is from Michigan?
Who's that?
Rob
Rob
Van
Van
Dam.
Hey.
And guess who he went against in the next match?
The Undertaker, hardcore title.
The
I'm stumbling into
Undertaker.
these segues like you wouldn't believe. I'm not even planning this, man.
So, Jason, what'd you think of RVD versus The Undertaker for the Hardcore Championship?
Simple. It wasn't long enough.
Yeah.
I thought it was an excellent match. You got Rob Van Dam, you got The Undertaker. Two different types of wrestlers, but both tough as freaking nails.
Yeah.
To me, it just wasn't long enough. It could have been a little bit more extreme, brutal, in my opinion. But I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I thought it was a really good match. Probably my favorite of the night. But yeah, I liked it. I'd probably give it a 4 stars. And Keith, what did you think of the match?
I mean, I thought it was a pretty good match. I like the fact that The Undertaker was doing the American Badass gimmick, so he was actually selling a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot he had short hair.
Yeah. But
I don't
yeah,
know
I
how-
mean, I'm not a big fan of either one of them, to be honest, but I respect what they can do in the ring.
Oh yeah.
So I'd probably give it like a 3, just that's because of my own interest. Plus, the match kind of ended out of nowhere, and I was just like,
It
oh,
did.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to me, I love The Undertaker so much that I think every match his is a classic match.
I know people like that. Yeah, there's people. I mean, I'm not. I think
Just
Undertaker.
because I guess, when
Yeah.
I was younger, you seen him fight the older generation,
Yeah. Right.
and
And then
then
he
come up and,
adapted. Yeah.
and he's just that one wrestler that has wrestled for so long.
Yeah.
There's so many different types of wrestlers through all the, 30 years or so.
Yeah. I think he put in about
So,
40 years before he finally
Yeah.
retired, right?
I mean,
yeah.
like,
Oh.
no other man, could do that. I mean,
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, Ray wrestled for a long time too.
well, he's still wrestling, yeah.
And he's still wrestling. Yeah.
Yep.
Ray is a beast.
He'll
But he's
never.
still,
He'll never be
but
able to touch his
Undertaker
kid, but
came. I think wasn't Ray a child when he came out? When the
He's-
Undertaker came out?
I'm
Because
probably
Ray's our age, isn't he? He like
probably.
in his late 40s or early 50s, late mid 50s, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know enough about Ray to even
Me
say.
either. He's not my favorite
Yeah.
Mexican wrestler. That would be the great Eddie Guerrero.
My favorite Mexican wrestler is Hector Garza, but that's another podcast.
Right, I agree.
Yeah, but you know who's
I
hotter
agree.
than the Latino Heat?
What's that?
Does anybody know who's hotter than the Latino Heat?
No.
Trish Stratus.
Oh, you're trying.
Dude,
What?
I
No
could do a whole
way.
podcast on how Trish was treated. But,
Trish is going up
yeah, she was
against
gorgeous,
Jasmine
dude. She was
in
gorgeous.
the next match.
Yeah, she was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What did you think of the match, Jason?
Well, women's wrestling now and then are so different.
Yeah.
Back then it's like Jacqueline was the old school woman wrestler, and then to me Trish Stratus is the diva era wrestler, where they started just switching over to like the diva side of things. They still called it women's wrestling, but I think that's where it started out.
Yeah.
Both of them beautiful women, haha. 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it was a decent match. It could have lasted a little longer, with the two women. Jacqueline, I loved her because she was always that in your face type of character, female wrestler. Like, I'll take you on, I'll jack slap you no matter who you are.
Yeah.
Trish, that sensitive type of wrestler, can get in the ring, can do things. Can't she be brutal? Could she take a chair shot? To
Maybe.
the dome? To me, Jacqueline could. But I mean, it's a decent match. I mean, me myself, I'd give it a 3. I think could have been better if they gave him more time.
This is another match that ended really fast, right? Too. It ended with like a roll up out of nowhere.
Yep.
Was
Yeah.
that-
Just
okay.
got the roll
It almost felt like a fluke win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, damn, I'm a little cheated here.
Yeah. I mean, I like the match for a lot of the reasons that Jason said. Like, I had watched Miss Jackie since she was Miss Texas in Memphis. Like, I'd watched her come up since she
Forgot
was
about that.
a teeny
Yeah.
tiny little thing, man. And then she got,
Yeah,
jacked
still
and kind of tougher
got
as
in that
time went
ring.
on. Yeah.
And that's
so-
one woman. That's one woman at that era I think could have hung with a dude or two.
Yeah. I mean, she
You
was
know,
really short, but like,
Just toughness.
yeah, she's tough as hell, dude. And she spent a
And
lot
she-
of time when she was in Memphis. She had the junior heavyweight title, like the
Didn't
men's
it-
junior heavyweight title. She wrestled men for that belt.
Didn't the Dudleys put her through a table?
Oh, maybe Douglas put everybody through a table.
Yeah. I mean, they put poor Mae
They put
Young.
Mae
You want
Young
to
through a
talk
table.
about the toughest woman in wrestling?
Yeah. Put Mae
Mae
Young through a table.
Young.
What would you guys give this match?
Yeah, I mean, I
I-
would probably give it a 3. It's a
3.
pretty average match. The
Yeah,
attractiveness of the two women makes it,
Mhm.
makes it a little better because they're both very lovely ladies.
Yep.
Well, I have to give it a 5-star because I'm in love with Trish Stratus. And anything
No
Trish
doubt.
Stratus does is gold to me in my eyes. She could
Okay.
drink a glass of milk and it would be gold in my eyes. I once broke a bay window when Trish Stratus had to retire. True story.
True story. I remember that.
That's awesome. You're like, son of a bitch.
And I
But
threw a soda through my window.
Oh
there's
my
someone
God.
colder than that though. The next match.
Oh man.
Yeah, what is the
Kurt
next
Angle
match?
versus Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Kirk Angel.
Kirk Angel, there we go.
as Jericho used to call him.
Yep.
Good
I
match.
love the match.
Yeah,
I
good
mean,
match. Told the
hands
story.
down, it's Kurt Angle for Christ's sakes, and it's Stone Cold Steve Austin, toughest some bitch ever in wrestling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. You
I
guys
mean, they
probably
both.
lost me for a minute.
yeah. It just kind of went white. I wasn't sure where you went, but
My whole screen just took me back to my own page. I'm like, what? Where'd it
weird.
go?
We kept
But,
talking though.
yeah. The next match, I'm sorry, it was Kurt Angle and
Stone Cold.
So yeah,
Stone Cold
Jason went
Steve
ahead
Austin,
and
yep, the first of the tournament.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And what did you think of this match, Keith?
I mean, I liked it a lot. It told a really good story. Obviously, two of the best wrestlers to ever do it. Kurt Angle was really coming into his own and living in the spotlight at that point.
Yeah.
Stone
Yeah.
Cold had adapted the brawler gimmick from, he used to be more of a finesse wrestler.
Yeah.
But he could still go, you know what I mean? Even though they kind of during the match tried to frame him as like this brawler, like he was still hanging with Kurt Angle. And then, the ankle injury, Kurt working on it was obviously going to play later on. So yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
liked it. I thought they did a great job.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Me
always
as
like
well.
this match. I watch this match quite a bit because I just like it's one of my favorite matches.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
So what would you give it in stars? And Jason, 1 second, I want to ask you a question.
I mean, I'll go with a 5 on it. Why not?
5.
Great match. Yeah.
Now, Jason, did you dislike it because you know Stone Cold to give you a stunner?
dude, I'd take
No,
that stunner
Jason.
proudly.
No, but what did you think of the match?
Fucking awesome. I mean, like you
Yeah.
said, two of the greats. You got a guy, Kurt Angle, which you can't get more serious wrestler than, man, that won gold medals with a broken freaking neck.
Yeah, man.
I mean, when he came in, it was a whole different world. You could tell at the beginning, but then he could make fun of himself. He got really good on the mic. He could do anything in that ring, and if he take a risk, he would.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved his moonsaults off the top ropes or off the steel cages.
His moon misses.
Yeah,
One
it's
of
funny. They were
sorry.
talking on a podcast about how moonsaults will like mess you up if you keep on doing them over time. And
Well, yeah, anything.
Kurt
will,
Angle,
yeah.
Kurt Angle was like, I never stopped doing my moonsault. And then whoever he was on the podcast with was like, yeah, but you never hit yours. so,
Oh,
so
right.
it's different when you're just laying out than when you're trying to like, you hurt your
Land.
wrists and stuff more when you have to brace yourself to not hit somebody, I guess.
Oh, yeah, you're
So-
putting you're applying all that pressure.
Because you got to
and that
stop
force
yourself
into
from actually putting all
Like,
your.
Yeah. So they were like, yeah, but you never,
somebody.
hit yours, so it's not the same thing. Like,
Yeah,
I thought
right.
it was funny.
And then, of course, who doesn't love Stone Cold Steve Austin, The
Yeah.
first man that gave the fuck you to society, and to McMahon, the upper guy, the rich man, the boss guy, And
Yeah,
to
but
me-
he owes his whole career to Stone Cold, to Bret Hart.
I don't know.
Why,
about that.
huh? Why is that?
Because if Bret Hart wouldn't have had the whole screw job with Montreal, Vince McMahon wouldn't have created the evil character for the establishment
fair.
to go against.
That's
Well,
fair.
I mean, I see that, but if Bret Hart was a team player, he wouldn't have screwed himself.
Right.
I mean, you got to give up the belt before you leave, man. It's tradition, And
He
you
would
do
have gave
have
it up. It's not
wrestlers,
in the whole entire country of Canada
right?
because that's his home country.
Yeah,
It'd be like if someone refused to lose in the United States, man. Come on, Brett.
right, right. I mean, but it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. I love a lot of his matches, you know.
Yeah.
And you're talking about a really good match. It's the Stone Cold versus Bret Hart, where
Oh,
that dude's
sure.
just bleeding, you know, and
Blood
he
from a
doesn't
stone. Remember
give
that
up,
shirt?
Yeah,
huh?
but you know what? Who else is an amazing star from Canada?
Edge.
Um, Lance Storm.
Chris Jericho.
Jericho.
Ah, Chris Jericho.
Yep,
I'm from Winnipeg, damn it.
you should have known that then.
Yeah, so
Hey, Lance Storm, Chris Jericho's Lance Storm's old tag team partner. So there you go.
yeah.
Still
So the
works.
next match is The Rock versus Chris Jericho. And what did you think of that match, Jason?
Oh, you already know what I thought of this match. Two of my favorite matches right here. Got to even them out. There's 1 and 1. I can't go 1 and 2. Great match. Awesome. I mean, storytelling, the fight, I mean, the action, you know, and I mean, you got The Rock, you know, to me, a better actor than a wrestler, but he's still a legend within his own, you know, and he helped build that character for Jericho, you know, to launch himself up there. And, you know, me and you already know Jericho's my favorite wrestler because of these matches, you know, because he's the first person to hold the world title from WCW and the first person to hold the WWE title. You know, and to me, you know, nobody can beat that. You know, I thought it would be the streak, but we was proven wrong on that.
Hmm.
You know, and the 16 times that got beaten too.
Yeah.
So to me, I think this is one of these matches is what puts Jericho up there in the legendary status because he's that first person and nobody can take that away from him. And he had just great matches, great storytelling with The Rock, you know. He is big because, you know, he was pretty decent at what he did, you know. A lot of people love
Mhm.
him, agrees that he's great. I mean, he still can, even to this day, can walk into that ring and have the fans eating out the palm of his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to retire.
You know, and
I mean, he
Jericho,
kind of has at this point.
and let's talk about another guy that does need to retire. Love to do Jericho. Okay, dude.
Yeah,
You
that's what
know,
I'm saying.
but
He needs
how
to
does
retire.
one man keep reinventing himself so much that the crowd still sings his songs to this day? You know, his entrance, you know,
Yeah.
from AEW, you know, and to me, he helped put AEW on the
Sorry,
map.
go ahead. Yeah, he did. But what did you think of the match, Keith?
I thought it was good. I mean, yeah, two great physical storytellers. Um, which I mean, I respect that in wrestling when you are structuring a match in a way that builds tension and you can really see
See it, yeah,
what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like not in a predictable way, but you can watch the build.
yep,
So
yep.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah, they
mean, two
bring,
Well,
masters. So yeah, it was a good match.
yeah,
what
I
would you
mean,
give about
the
the
crowd
stars?
always fluctuate. Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
How many stars would you give it, Keith?
I'll give it 5. Yeah,
5.
yeah.
Jason?
I give it 6.
6.
Nice.
All right. Well, I'm going to give it judgment on 2 parts. I'm going to give the match a 3, and I'm going to give Chris Jericho a -2.
Oh, I
Yeah.
knew he was gonna say that.
So it's a 1-star match, I guess.
1 star. Yeah, it
If
started.
you average it
Yeah,
I
out.
it
didn't
was a
know
good
we were
match.
subtracting stars.
It was a good match. I give it a 4.
4.
Right on.
Yep, and then
And the big daddy of them all, the match that started immediately.
immediately,
Immediate.
bam.
No rest. What? Yeah.
And no rest for the wicked.
Hey man,
But
that's the reason why they gave him them belts.
Yeah.
yeah, he went in it Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Chris Jericho.
It could have went without all of the interruptions. Interruptions made it really fun to watch. But just to see those two just really duke it out because of who they are, you know.
I forgot how much WWE did that from like 2000 till about 2003 or four. Just run-ins on top of run-ins on top of run-ins, and every main event was like that. Like I had forgotten that until I watched this
Yeah.
match.
Yeah, because it's still that McMahon era, I guess, like his main part, where he became not Vince, he became McMahon,
Yeah, Mr. McMahon.
Mr. McMahon with the asshole walk.
Yeah, it's funny how him
Corn
and
cob
Shane.
stuck up his. The corn cob stuck up his.
He stole that from Buddy Rogers, the Buddy Rogers strut.
I just
Yeah, he
figured he
did.
was in the back with Pat for a little bit before he went out.
Yeah, I mean, so he actually, Vince McMahon said like that he took the Buddy Rogers strut, and because he said that, I went and looked it up, and that's exactly it's the same. Buddy Rogers used to do the same walk, so that's actually he totally stole it from Buddy Rogers. First Nature Boy. Yeah.
Yep.
But what would you give the match, Jason?
Oh shit, 6. No, 5.
5.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
what
I
did you
loved
think
it,
of the
you
match? I
know.
mean, was there anything technical in it that you liked, Keith?
I mean, honestly, it's freaking Stone Cold and Chris Jericho. So yeah, I mean, it's a good match, obviously. I
They
thought
both are
all the
still,
interference kind of brought it down a little bit, though. At the
Yeah.
time, I was probably
yeah.
leaning into it. I was
Oh
probably like,
yeah.
"Oh my God, here comes Booker T, here comes Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah." But
Yep.
watching it now, it's kind of like, come on, man, they did this so much.
Uh-huh.
They did that. And that's,
Yeah,
yeah, like you said, that's their era, and to me, it was more exciting. Like, I think back then, wrestlers were better, all around better. They were better
yeah,
storytellers to me.
yeah,
The matches were really good. That's where you could tell the difference. Because to me, wrestling, people call it fake, but it's not fake. Being determined and being fake are two different things.
yeah, yeah,
When you're getting thrown off a steel cage or on a concrete mat. If you ever been in school and been in wrestling, them little
yeah,
mats outside the ring doesn't give much.
yeah. And
Yeah, I
shit,
liked the match.
ask Steve
You know,
Macklin how fake that super kick was that he caught last night.
yeah.
Yeah,
See, so
I
it's
like
like,
I
Like
liked the
Santana
match a
kicked his
lot.
damn head off, dude. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I liked the match a lot. I thought it was a good match for what it was. It was the last match.
Yep.
I mean,
yeah,
it was supposed to make Jericho look like he wasn't going to win. That's why he was all wore out, and everybody's like, there's no
well,
way
yeah,
Jericho's going to beat
Yeah.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Ain't
Yeah.
no chance. Not this Y2 wannabe.
yeah. And not just that, it's because, Stone Cold got a whole break,
Yeah. Yeah.
and Jericho didn't, and that's what made it great. Back then that was completely different. It's thinking
Jericho
outside
didn't
the
know until
box.
the day of that he was going to win.
Hmm.
I mean, that was probably smart.
Hmm.
That way he's doesn't have an opportunity to leak it.
Yep, and tell anybody. Yep.
Yeah.
I probably would. I'd be like, yo, you got to get the pay per view. I'm going to be winning the title.
Shit, that's why Barry Windham didn't win the NWA title.
Wouldn't shut his mouth.
Supposed to beat Ric Flair and went to a bar and got drunk and told people. So
Yeah, he broke kayfabe. What the hell, man?
yeah, in the freaking 80s,
Yep.
dude. That was
And
a,
you
that
know
was a
what?
big no-no.
That's what's different about wrestlers now. Also,
Yeah.
is now like kayfabe is basically almost out the window.
Oh yeah, it's barely a thing anymore.
You got a handful of people that keep that. Still like MJF.
And Ricochet.
Huh?
And
Yeah,
Ricochet.
Ricochet. Yep. And they keep that. And
Yeah.
nowadays, even Dominic goes out and is
Oh,
doing
yeah.
autograph signings with kids.
Drew McIntyre, dude. Drew McIntyre keeps it up. Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
There's a few people, but
Yep.
but at the same time, though, backstage stuff, Becky acts like the sweetest woman you would ever want to meet in life.
Yeah,
So she
she
only keeps
does.
up kayfabe.
Oh yeah, a
when she's
lot
in
of wrestlers
character.
are like that. But I guess if
Yeah.
I'm wrestling and making hundreds and thousands of dollars, I'm be happy too.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you know who doesn't really get out of kayfabe? Danhausen.
I've seen like one.
No, there's a
So,
couple. I've seen an interview
so
where he's not in makeup.
yeah. So he did an interview with Chris Van Vliet,
Yup.
and
Yeah.
totally out of character because him and Chris Van Vliet are friends, and they've been
Yeah.
friends for a
Uh-huh.
long time. As far as I know, that's the only time I've ever seen him do
Are
that.
they gonna let this dude wrestle, or he's just gonna be a backstage shit thing?
I
No,
don't
he's
know.
gonna
Either way, I'm cool
wrestle.
with it.
Yeah, I still want him to have a wrestling match at
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
I mean, he's decent wrestler. I've seen his
Yeah, yeah, he's
matches,
okay.
so
Yeah.
it's not like he's better
Somebody,
than what was that ugly dude that they brought up? Nathan. You sent that dude a message to me or some shit. What was his name?
Huh?
The dude with no chin.
oh,
The
Ellsworth.
Ellsworth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
If
forgot
they're
about
gonna bring
that.
that dude in to make him look good by letting him beat AJ Styles,
Yeah.
might as well let
Hollywood
this dude
Jimmy.
do his thing.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I was gonna say when we were talking about Stone Cold, and I guess we still kind of are. I saw an interview with Dan Housen where they asked him if finger swears were allowed because
Uh-huh.
one of Dan Housen's big things is no swearing, and
Yeah.
he goes yes, finger swears are allowed. Cold Steve did it every week on TV. It must be
Yep.
all right. So,
Did you
That's
see the
pretty
one
good.
where he went around pretending to be Cone Stone?
yes, it was
Mhm.
hilarious. I'm Cold Steve. Freaking,
His character is so different
oh,
from
it's so good.
everybody else's.
Who did
I
he
He's like,
loved
curse? He
that.
cursed
I
Kit
loved him
Wilson,
the
dude.
moment I
Kit
put my
Wilson's
eyes
screwed.
on him.
hey, dude, look what the Miz went through last night.
Yeah, I mean, now Kit Wilson's about to endure it. He lost the
Yep.
freaking jelly roll because he got cursed.
Jelly
Yeah, well,
roll.
if anything, put Danhausen in a tag match with Jelly Roll and The Miz and Kip.
Yeah.
You know, okay, come on, Triple H, dude, stop it. Don't put Jelly Roll in a freaking match. He lost some weight. Come on.
He
It
beat
doesn't
Kit
make him a
Wilson,
wrestler.
dude, which is crazy. But it was
You
all Dan
know,
Housen's fault.
I'm telling you.
Anyway, I give the main event a 4 just because of the interference and stuff. It wasn't, if it had been a straight up
Yeah.
match. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, I give it a 3.
I have to still give it a 5 because I enjoyed it. It is still entertaining to me.
yeah.
Bias.
You know, and like I said, favorite wrestler, favorite matches. So, of course, I'm going to enjoy the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, Keith, what do you give the pay-per-view?
3.5, maybe. Little over average, but and that's only because the main events were really good. So
Yeah.
and
And
Matt
that's
and
the
Jeff.
reason, and that's the reason why they gave you all them teasers.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, that's one thing McMahon was great at. He could tease the hell out of you. He knows what his wrestling's about.
Yeah. What do you give it, Jason?
Oh, I gave 5, of course.
5. I'm gonna have to give it a 3.
Oh,
Man.
hey, dude.
Only
Why?
because Jericho won.
Only because Jericho won, dude.
I
Damn.
mean, not logical, but okay.
No, it's very logical.
Oh man. Right on.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, that was the pay-per-view, Vengeance 2001. Thank
Yeah.
you all for watching. And Keith, you get to pick the next pay-per-view. What pay-per-view would you like to pick?
My favorite pay-per-view of all time. Starcade 93.
Starcade 93.
Starcade
Is it going to be
93.
easy to find?
Yeah, it's definitely on. The full show is actually up on YouTube.
Okay.
And you need to watch the full show. Don't
Well, yeah,
just
that's
watch
the
the
whole
matches.
point.
You got to watch the previews and everything because
Yeah.
it's very,
Starcade what?
very important. Starcade 93.
Okay.
Flair and Vader.
93. Flair Vader.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, is that when Vader first came out?
Um, It's Vader was the world champ at this point
Oh, okay.
with Harley Race managing him,
Okay. I
and it
remember
was
when he came out.
Flair's career against Vader's belt.
Okay.
Okay.
So man, it's way too.
Oh, I can't wait for that one.
Yeah, it's great.
Awesome.
Yeah, because I love Vader and Flair. So,
Yeah.
and you're talking about a big guy that can do things in that ring.
Oh
That
man,
a guy that a big guy like that shouldn't have been able to do.
yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
Yeah,
his
we will be
first entrance.
discussing.
I remember his
we will be
first entrance.
discussing it next week. Let's
Ah.
wait till next week.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah. My bad. I got excited.
All right. So thank you guys, everyone, for watching. I'm your host, Nathan Walden, with my co-hosts Jason and Keith Miller. Jason Walden and Keith Miller. Thank you
Thanks
guys
for
for watching and having a great day.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Take care, everybody.
Yep. Bye.
Stop.